Hey everybody, it's Tallara and welcome back to Throes of the Watchmaker. As you can see, we're currently here at Wolf Rock, which is kind of a gloomy, rainy place, presumably full of wolves, perhaps of the were variety. And the reason we're here is we are tracking down Valyr's evil twin. So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of climbing involved. When we first approached this area, it was clear that this was a very vertical area. There's a lot of rock between us and our evil twin, so presumably we're gonna need to do some climbing. Speaking of climbing, what the heck am I supposed to do here? Oh, okay, so these white, mossy, perhaps, walls actually act as grapple points, so that's good to know and will probably come in handy. We're gonna shimmy, shake, climb, and grapple our way up the mountain, going in and out of various caves, and I think now we're jumping down a big hole. Great. Landing in what I can only presume is very dank water. And it is dark in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is probably going to make our exploration a little bit more difficult because you can't see as well as you would like, meaning you're gonna have to get a little bit closer to things to figure out what's actually there. Right away I see this, the glow of the pink circle really brought me over. Ah, and when you activate those crystals, they shine and light up the area. Okay, we definitely want to make that a priority so we can actually illuminate things and see where we're going. Okay, I was gonna pick up that cube, but then I saw a bunch of monsters down here and I said, you know what? Let's leave it and let's fight these guys. So, we're gonna start off with a pole vault on the cogflower. After about 6 hours into the DLC now, I feel like I'm really getting the hang of the new mechanics and the new skills, and while the battles are no doubt still challenging, they feel like a good level of challenge. I don't like when things are too easy and it feels like a cakewalk, but at the same time, I also don't like when things are too hard and they just feel frustrating. I'm like Goldilocks. It can't be too hard, it can't be too easy, it's gotta be just right, and it really does feel so far that Throes of the Watchmaker is really hitting that just right balance. And I mean, to be fair, the base game of Sea of Stars, I felt the same way. I felt like that also had a very good balance of difficulty, in that to the very end, I was still challenged, but never to a point where I felt frustrated or wanted to give up. So, shout out to the devs. I mean, we can shout out to the devs for a million different things. The beautiful visuals, the amazing music, the fantastic characters, but for right now we'll shout them out for the perfect difficulty balance, because I feel like that is a little tough to achieve, you know? Alright, down they go, and we can grab corn, and what's in here? A milkshake! Heck yeah! Alright, and then where can I go from here? Are we stuck? We can't be. There's got to be a way I can go. There we go. Okay. So now if I take the cube floor and I bring it with me, there's a ladder there that we can unfurl if we get to the other side, but for now I think we got to come back around. And now that I notice these shining crystals, I know immediately to interact with them. Oh yeah, that makes things way better. I can actually see now. Put the bridge here, light up this crystal, and now, what is this? Some sort of puzzle, also a milk dispenser, which we will grab. Okay, so we've got 2 blocks, we've got this sort of mechanism. Presumably, I guess we need to push one of the blocks right there. So let's see what we can do. Do that. And then we do this. There we go. What does that do? Lowers that. Okay. So now we need to push another block right here, I assume. Nice. That one was easy. Oh. Nope, or not. There's some sort of weird wooden blockage, for lack of a better term. Well, I guess the other option... I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to move this one now is the worst part. I think it's kind of stuck. But what if I move this block over and towards this metal thing? Can I climb on top of that? Oh, I thought maybe I might be able to. It doesn't look like it. What if it's right here? Does that give me a better angle? Yes, there we go. Aha! Okay, perfect. So the issue is, of course, that as soon as I get off, that thing lowers again. So we're gonna have to do this fast. So I hop up. Wait. Now go, 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 go! Quick, quick, quick! Push! Nice! Alright, perfect. Yeah, if these illuminating crystals weren't scattered all around the area, I could see this area being a little bit annoying because, as I said, it's difficult to see from afar what you're working with, so you kind of have to go all around and look really closely to make sure there's nothing sort of hidden. But the fact that those crystals are around really makes it better. So as we're going through the caves here, we'll certainly prioritize lighting those up. At some point, I assume we're going to go back outside again. If I was a guessing lady, I would guess that we're going to be sort of in and out of Wolf Rock as we climb up to the top, but we'll find out, I suppose. For now, we are inside, which is good because we're out of the rain, and bad because it's spooky and dark, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. Alright, so there's a floor we can place there. And there. Ah, and this is how we get the rope ladder down, which gives us a bit of a shortcut. That's cool. Okay. So do I have to go back and pick up the floor that we dropped earlier? Let's see. Let's do a little backtracking. Yes, okay. Because we have the shortcut unlocked, I can pick that up and then go up and around this way. Perfect. Right away, I see loot, my favorite thing to see. We found a recipe for a milkshake. Heck yeah! Homemade milkshakes? We'll definitely do that the next time we've got a campfire. Now, we've got 3 clockwork werewolves here in a triangle of sorts. Probably have to fight them at some point. I also see a bunch of ropes that maybe will have something to do with... Oh, the some point where we fight the werewolves is right now. Alright, let's get right to it. We've got Werewolf Mizquard. What? Hang on, what? Werewolf Mizquards. There's 2 of those. And then a Ptakas. Is the P silent? Perhaps. Takas. Alright. Very interesting names for these creatures, but they do appear to be werewolves, no matter what they're called. This guy's using a move called Ow. Okay, that's actually fantastic. So the Awu actually changed the other guy into a werewolf that looked like them? Or did he do that before? I didn't notice, actually. I like how cheery the music is, despite the fact that we're fighting a bunch of werewolves. Those are some big claws. Alright, good time for a Lunebo. Nice! Maximum damage and maximum healing. Here's another ow! That is very cool. I like that move a lot. Just the name of it, the fact that it spells out a woo there over them. It's just silly. I really like it. Alright. The worst part is, of course, is that a woo does heal, which is not what we want, but we can overcome it with a little bit of fire. I can only presume one thing, and that it's werewolves don't necessarily like fire, so we should probably make the most of that. Ooh, spin spoot. Oof. Dang. That did so much damage. Oh my goodness. Alright, Zale. One more hit, I hope. Well, first he's gonna hit me, though. Everyone hang in there. One more hit. Nice. Ooh, we're getting so close to our next level up. Grab the loot that the werewolves left behind. From here, we're going down. Oh, this is the first time we've had a ladder that we're able to use. Okay. So from here, we can place it, climb, and this is what we were looking at before with the ropes. Looks like we can perhaps remove one of the pegs. Ah. Remove both of the pegs? Okay. I guess we're trying to make that giant rock come crashing down. We're gonna have to get these other ropes now. There we go, there's one. Honestly, I'm not sure how it's still suspended on one rope. Realistically, I don't think we would even need to get rid of all the ropes. Bringing it down to just one should be enough to make it come crashing down, but it's fine. We'll finish the job. Oh, okay. That must be the final step to give it a little oomph. Also, I'm just realizing now there's a big metal chain in the middle, so no. Bringing it down to one rope was not enough. We're gonna need to get rid of all of the horizontal supports. Now it's just hanging on by a chain. And now we do the jump. The final step. Alright, time for a battle cry. Ready? Woo! Nice, and with that, we can go underwater. Not sure I'd love swimming through some dank cave water. I can only imagine how stale and disgusting this place is, but it's fine. The things we do to save the world. Can't go any further. Oh, no, I can't. Just had to maneuver around to the rock a little bit. Wow, we really went for a swim there. Let's turn on the lights and pick up our aerialist's wraps. Nice. We'll equip those to Valir. Improves balance and propulsion, giving her +6 attack and +4 magic attack. Very nice. Oh, it looks like not only do we have light crystals here, we've actually got some small braziers with flame in them to give this place a little bit of a warmer glow. First, wow, hang on. If I had let myself, yep. I was gonna say first, we're gonna fall off a waterfall, but I actually jumped out quick enough that I was like, wait a minute, maybe we won't? But no, if you let yourself, you will fall right off that waterfall. What I do see up ahead, though, is something very sparkly that I am interested in. What is this? Zale and Artie learn a new combo, Galette de Roy. Interesting. We love some new moves. All right, time to go for a little swim again, down another whirlpool, through some cave water, and up the other side. Over here, looks like we've got some more werewolves. All right, let's do this thing. Maybe it's a good time to try the new combo attack. Spectacle Strike, Juggle Core, Heat Frog. Wait, I don't see the new move. Am I losing my mind here? Maybe it has to be started by Artie. Yes, it does. Galette de Roy. Boxes fall from the sky, some healing allies, other dealing bonk damage to enemies. Honestly, that sounds great, because I really should have had the Solstice Warriors eat or drink something before we started this battle, but we'll just do this instead. Now, the worst part is going to be trying to time this. Ah. Oh, cool! I just have to bounce presents! And some of the presents cause pain, and some healing. The pies are healing. The rocks were pain. Alright, cool. That actually did a lot of healing, too. Valir and Zale are back on their feet. Love to see that. Alright. Let's take down one clockwork werewolf. Bloop. And now let's take down another clockwork werewolf. Oh, not quite. First we gotta deal with the lunge. Ew. There we go. Nice! That gets us a level up! Good job, troop. Everyone's stats and maximum HP and MP are increased. Also, Valir learns a new skill, trapeze. Whoa! We're really becoming an acrobat now. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, the other good thing about leveling up, of course, is I do have the artifact equipped that makes it so your HP and MP are fully restored after you level up, so that's just another bonus. Now, we've got a whole other area over here. I see a mysterious-looking floor that presumably we'll have to drop something through. I also found an Arcforge plating, which I think is for Artie. The best protection engineering can provide. Wow, that's high praise. All right, we'll equip that. There's also a merchant here. What the heck are you doing? I can't imagine you get many customers set up in the corner of this random cave. Random werewolf-infested cave. I should emphasize as well. Alright, we'll buy a few popcorn. I also want to go down here and do some cooking if possible. I love caramel corn because it restores 40% HP, not just to one person, but the entire party. So whenever I have the option to make caramel corn, I do. The milkshakes are also really good because they bring all the boys to the yard and they restore HP and MP, so we're gonna make a bunch of those as well. By making a milkshake, I actually got an achievement, Carnival Culinarian, for cooking each of the 5 recipes at least once. So I guess that means now we've made everything we can make. So we'll save our game and we'll continue. So, where do we go from here? I didn't know if there was like sort of a hidden area there. What about over here? I'm not actually sure. Oh, gosh, I could climb up here. Okay. I know exactly where I have to go now, and the werewolves were just waiting for me to figure it out because they ambushed me. Let's try our new ability, Trapeze, a high-flying display of skill that deals repeated bonk and magic damage. Cool. So you just press A every time you fly by the wolf. Not sure where she's getting that trapeze or how she's attaching it to anything in this cave, but I'm glad our girl didn't fall on her face and we did great damage to the werewolf. We'll do even more right now. Oh yeah, down he goes. I'm really getting the timing down on a lot of these moves now, which is nice. Let's do a little leapfrog from Artie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. 12 bonks. Spin spoot! Whoa! Oh my god! That did so much damage! Dang. Okay, well, before we go any further, I guess I'm gonna rest up at this campfire. Thankfully, it's right here. Alright. Now we'll climb up these vines, and then up the ladder. And what is this? A lock. Doesn't look like we have a key, so let's fix that. Heading this way, hopping over that. Got bridge key. Wow, it was just sitting right here? Feels so easy. Alright, let's put that in here. And voila! It's crazy what a difference the warm light of the flames makes. The place feels a lot less ominous with this warm orange light coming from the actual fires instead of the cold blue light coming from the crystals previously. Hop over here, we get 2 caramel corn, very nice. And then, what do we have down here? Another little cave area. Whoa, inside we've got a lock. Okay, this is a secret puzzle area, it looks like. We've got a number of different mechanisms. Huh. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Okay, I'm kind of overwhelmed. Let's start by pushing this. Okay, so that's our reward, I guess. And oh! That was a laser beam. Okay. So then what happens if I press these switches? Oh, we must need to move the box. Oh, but wait, there's like a timer! Okay. I don't know what happens if and when the timer runs out, but it's kind of stressing me out just hearing it tick, 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 tick. So presumably I need to go fast. Oh, if you don't go fast enough, it gets zapped. Okay, well if that's the case, I can do a little bit of pre-planning. I can pre-rotate a couple things. Alright, I think I got it. So we gotta move the box over to the other side without it getting electrocuted. Got it. Alright, so there it goes. Rotate that to there. Then rotate that to there. And rotate you. Other way. Yep, go, go, go! And one more rotation. God, the constant ticking was so stressful. But okay. In the end, it was easy enough. Now let's grab our reward. Another one of these runes. Time Rune 8. Alright, cool. Now, let's get back to the cave. Okay, back in the main cave. I guess now I need to head more to the right side. Hop down this way. Some more warm flame light. Leads us into another big cavern. Wow. Oh, and there's werewolves. Hello. It always feels like they're kind of waiting for us. Have they just been watching us go through this cave? Waiting for their opportunity to jump in and try to eat us? Starting off with some good heat fire, and then we're gonna do some sun balancing. Now, I did get a gold medal in the sun balancing minigame back in Horloge, so hopefully that means, yes, I'll have more success with the actual ability. I've got lots of practice now. I'm a gold medalist, after all. Alright, Artie. Let's finish this. This isn't even a werewolf. This is a monkey. Not sure what beef they've got with us, but anywho. Look who it is. The feral queen has decided to come say hello. And yet you cling to weakness. Don't you see? The frailty of your friends dims your light. Are they really worthy of the power you wield? Having each other is what makes us strong. You can't divide us, so keep your lies. Are you so certain? Is she so certain? Talk about poisonous. She wasn't talking to you. Maybe next time let me handle it. What? I just wanted to... It's always about what you want, isn't it? Hey, Whatever, let's keep going. I really don't like this Valir. Ever since she came face to face with the Feral Queen, it looked like the Feral Queen maybe poisoned her mind a little bit. And anyway, it's turned Valir into this version of herself that I genuinely hate. But... there's nothing we can do right now until we face the Feral Queen herself, who's very animalistic. I think she... Whoa. This doesn't seem very stable. I think the Feral Queen might be a werewolf herself, just by the way she moves. Speaking of werewolves, we've got some more. They were hiding out. Seems like a good time for a little trapeze action. Right, from here, do a fire attack and break his locks. Ow! Alright, Artie. Time for a little cannonball trampoline. Pew! Pew! Dang, that hurt. Alright, time to do this new ability. We're putting some pies in some boxes, shooting them out of a cannon. And also throwing in a couple of cannonballs for good measure. You get a pie, and you get a cannonball, and you get a pie, and you get a cannonball. Beauty. Down goes one. These guys are pretty thick. Alrighty. A little bit of leapfrog should finish both of them off. Excellent. Great work. It's another group of vampires. Or, not vampires, werewolves dealt with. What in the twilight? I'm getting my vampires and my werewolves all mixed up. I really don't like how sketchily everything shakes around here. Got a wooden beam right here. I'm guessing if I jump off, it's gonna cause, yep, that, and that, and that. Well, hey, that worked out. Perfect. Kind of caused a bit of a cave-in, but you know what? It all worked out. Now, up here we've got some sugar cubes, as well as 3 Barbapapa. Now I see a bunch more enemies waiting for us down below as well. Alrighty, let's take these guys out. Down they go. Alright, let's keep exploring. The gang must be soaked through by this point, between the swimming through the cave water and then coming out into the rain. It's gotta be cold and damp. I don't envy them from that perspective at all. Alright, a little balance beaming, and then we've got a tiny cave right here. And it looks like, whoa, we've got another puzzle. Okay, so we've now got generator blocks. That's new. So if I put that there, yeah, then I can take the generator with me. Put it on this side, which lowers that. Got ourselves a nice little block right here. And what does this block do? I wanted to get the milk, but it won't let me. Okay, Here, was there anything else up this way? Oh yeah, there was. There's a ton of other stuff. Okay, a spot where we can put a generator right there. As well, we have the option to jump down into more dank water. Climb up on this box. Can I push the box? Can I do anything with the box? No. Does not appear so. We must have to raise the water level, maybe. Okay, back around. There's also this grapple point right here. So if I take away the generator, that takes away the bridge. Got it. So at this point, we're gonna need to keep that generator there until such time as I can figure out how to keep this bridge down. Oh, you know what I was just thinking? What if we do this? I push the block. Then I can grapple across. There we go. Okay. I just had to stop and think there for a second and try to make sense of what I was looking at. Alright, so this does in fact drain the water level. And then from here, can I push this block down perhaps? Yeah. Alright, so now we've got 2 blocks. What are we gonna do with 2 blocks? We've also got these blocks, or this box, I should say. Oh, maybe. Do you see how there's pipes? I'm wondering if maybe... Oh yeah, there's a water grate there. There's also these pipes. I'm wondering what happens if I block these. I don't know if I will be able to now. Let's see. If that pipe is blocked... Oops. Wanted to jump up. Take away the generator. Ah, come on, guys. Okay. So that blocked one pipe, but presumably I'm gonna want to block that pipe too. So we're gonna have to maneuver the box, I think. Okay, there we go. Wooden box is in front of that pipe because it'll float, so it'll be able to get up a little bit higher. And, block off that pipe, and then we put this one back there. Okay, I think this should do it. So let's set the water out again. Okay, is that what I even wanted to do? Yes, I think so, because now, if I swim... Yeah, okay. This has been a bit of a trickier puzzle. It's taken me some time to just sit down and sort of really think about everything. Okay, so from here... We obviously need another generator, but I don't know how I'm gonna take the generator and come back over with me. Let's see. Oh, I'm such a dummy. The water activates when the generator's not there, so I already had the generator on me. Oopsie. Got a little confused there for a second. There we go. Okay. Generator's there, which brings up a grapple point. Okay, now we got it. Now it's just a brain fart moment on my behalf, and since we have the ladder, then we can grab the generator and bring it over to the other side with us. Voila! There better be some good treasure in here, I'll tell you that. Ooh, what is this? Okay. We've got 3 symbols on the wall. A werewolf, I assume. A moon, and a star. Okay, only the werewolf is lit up. Werewolf. Whoa! Oh! Okay. I got the first platform right, I guess, and then the second was very wrong because I fell down into a pit of death, aka a pit of things that want to eat me. So there obviously is a trick to figuring out what platforms I'm supposed to be on. Presumably, once we beat up all the monsters down here, then it won't even be such a big deal to fail and fall down, because there won't be anyone down here to eat me, but... Let's see. First we gotta take these guys out. This has been one of the most involved puzzle sections, I think, that we've had in the game so far. There's been a lot of puzzling to do, just to find out that there was another puzzle on the other side of that door, so we're working our brains here, and I don't hate it. I think it's fun. You know what's not fun? Getting impaled by a giant spear. Sorry, Artie. Ooh, I feel bad for him. That had to have really hurt. Alright, take you down. 2 left. Key electrons. Alright, Zale, we're gonna take down this healer first. Who does not like fire because it's some sort of plant. Ouchie. Down it goes. Alright, 1 left. Welcome back, Artie. Whoa, 94 damage. Heck yeah, Valir. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe it was a good thing I fell down in this pit after all, because this is where all the goodies are. All the milk, all the corn, all the sugar. What more could we ask for? Butter? Alright, and then this brings us back up here. So, what am I missing? Jumping on this worked. Oh, what I didn't notice is when I jumped on this, the lit up symbol changed and now it's a moon. And now it's a star. Oh, I see what we need to do. Okay, so we have to go in order. So we have to go werewolf, moon, star. Werewolf. Oh, I got greedy there. I just really wanted the loot. Okay, but I know what I need to do now. Werewolf, moon, star. Werewolf, moon, star. Werewolf, moon, star. Werewolf. Oh, I'm gonna be stuck here. Nope, moon, star. Werewolf, moon, star. Werewolf, other side. Heck yeah! Solving puzzles. And then our progress is stymied by lock. Oh, womp womp. Well, at least we get to do some grappling. Yeehaw! And climbing. And from here, we've got a bridge that we can lower, which is presumably going to be a nice shortcut. Before we can investigate any further, though, look what we've got here. A bunch of people who really want to welcome us and say hello. I also see a key just behind them, which is presumably exactly what we need. So we'll get there. Ow. Ow. I was bad at blocking that. Alright, a good sun balance here should do the trick. I like how what's expected from you of each sun balance changes, so you never know what sort of pattern you're gonna get. You gotta stay on your toes. 2 down, 1 to go. Alright, Valir, you think you can finish it? You can if we do a combo strike. Oh yeah, we can. 74. Perfect. We'll grab our key, and then what I'm gonna do is make sure everybody has a snack before we keep moving. We'll go caramel corn for all, and then ice cream for all. Yummy! Caramel corn washed down with some ice cream? That sounds like the perfect meal if you ask me. Alright, so from here we got the key. Ooh, actually, before we go anywhere... Oh, I see where this brought us. Okay, cool. So the areas are really starting to connect now, which is cool. We'll use the bridge key, which, as the name implied, gives us another bridge. And across we go. Now, look what we've got here. Even more puzzles. Okay, so we've got these sort of mechanisms. We've got these blocks. We've got a grapple door, which creates tiny stairs. Alright, there's a lot happening here. Holy moly. So, I guess maybe what I need to do is move these pieces to either side. So I probably want to do this, and then this, and then this. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now the issue is going to be... Uh-oh. The issue is going to be getting that one on that side. How are we going to do that? So we're just going to keep going around and around and around. Okay, this might take some trial and error. There we go. Okay, got it. Little bit of trial and error, and now both of those are on these parallel tracks, so presumably we gotta bring them all the way up to the top and get them in their right spots here. Oops, did not mean to jump down. Try that again. Got a little too excited. There. That's one. And that's two. And in come the werewolves. Were you guys literally just waiting back there for me to finish that puzzle? What the heck, guys? Perfect. Executed a perfect Lunibo there. Don't mind if I do. Speaking of perfect, Zane's getting pretty good, or Zale, sorry, is getting pretty good at his torch juggling. Woo! So similar to the last major area we were in, the Ivory Towers, it's clear that this area is very big as well. I assumed it was going to be no simple matter to climb up Wolf Rock, and turns out I was right. Not only is there a lot of climbing to do, there's also a lot of swimming, there's a lot of werewolf fighting, there's a lot of puzzle solving. The expectations are high if one is attempting to climb Wolf Rock. One left. Fortunately, one down, but that's okay. Beauty! Onward and upward. Literally. Look at all this climbing we have to do. Found a milkshake. Ooh, what's this? Grand Marvel's Regalia. Oh, whoa, that sounds awesome. The mark of a circus superstar. Whoa. Feels like just yesterday we started off as a simple troupe, and now we are certified superstars. It's kind of exciting. You can see our renown is currently at 5 stars out of a total of 6. So we're almost as famous can be inside this clockwork town of ours. One more hit should do it. Oh yeah. One more hit kind of overdid it, to be honest. Okay, I guess now we're climbing again. Do you think we're getting close to the top? I feel like we might be. Across. And of course, we're stymied by the need for another key. Maybe one more key is all we need? Whoa! This brought us right back down to this rest point. Okay, this is actually super convenient. A perfect opportunity to rest and save our game before we keep moving here. Luckily, the way we need to go is clearly pointed out by giant tubs of butter and torches. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. I really like how these vines sort of glow in the dark. It gives them a spooky, almost ethereal, but beautiful vibe. I like it. Inside we've got a button. Aha, which gives us the final key that we require. Perfect. Grab that, thank you very much. Gives us the bridge key. And now we just need to go back out to where we were before. We're coming for you, Feral Queen. We've got to be getting close now, right? I'm sure she's quivering in her furs. Speak of the devil and she'll appear. Poor Valir, always so quiet, so composed. You think all that restraint makes you formidable, but it only makes you empty and afraid. A mere shadow pretending to be strong. You don't know anything about me. Oh, but I do. You're terrified of fading away, until there's nothing left of you but silence. A hollow shell. No, I'll never become what you are. Keep telling yourself that. We both know it's only a matter of time. Enough! Valir, wait! She's just trying to get in your head. You don't have to let her control you like this. Stay out of it, Zale. This is between me and her. I can't believe she just told me off like that, and earlier too. She's struggling, Zale. That feral queen knows how to twist people up inside, but we can't let her win. What if she genuinely doesn't want my help? What if she's better off alone? Hey, we're in this together, remember? Valir needs you, even if she doesn't see it right now. Let's go find her. And then there were two. It looks like Valir left us in the dust. It's just Zale and Artie now. But obviously we are getting close. As I said before, I really hate this new version of Valir that we got, but this, of course, is not the true Valir. We know the true Valir, and she would never act like this. Unfortunately, this is the Feral Queen's twisting. And like Artie said, she may not want our help right now, but we're gonna give it to her. Alright, let's start off with a little sun balancing. Obviously, we're outnumbered here now as well. It's 3 on 2, which is not ideal. So we're gonna have to pull out all the stops and do as much damage as possible because we don't want to prolong this battle by any means. Cannonball trampoline! Let's go! Alright, Zale. You can take down this guy. One left. Nice. May have been outnumbered, but they were still outmatched. Alright, we've got a rest and save point here. I've got a good feeling that means it might finally be time to confront the Feral Queen. The question's gonna be, is Valir gonna come back to us before then? Or is this twosome gonna have to fight the boss battle all by themselves? Guess we'll find out. Whoa, look who's here! The puppeteer! Light the lights, curtain up, the crowd craves an encore! Oh, just get on with it! Tonight, for your eyes only, we have the treat of a lifetime. A performance so wild the world will shake, for a crowd so riled their shins could break. Prepare for an unbridled unnerving of acrimonious aggression, irrigated by infuriation incarnate. But beware, for by the end, unlike your very selves, the ovation will surely be standing. Now, without further ado, I give you the Feral Queen! Hello? Huh? Oh, they started the battle way ahead of us. Valir, are you alright? About time. Did you get lost on the way or something? We're here to help. Will you let us? Just you three? Please, I was hoping for a challenge. You won't divide us any longer. Come then. Showtime! Zale and Artie are true friends. Even when Valir was actively pushing them away, they still stayed, and that's the mark of true friendship. Alright, after all this cat and mouse, after all this personal turmoil and agony that we've watched Valere go through in her own mind, it is time to put a stop to it. Got some cool boss music building up here. Bloop. Now, Zale's evil twin actually presented quite a challenge. So, if this gal is anything like he was, we might be in for some trouble. Full moon. Holy crap. That was insane. You know what, though? It didn't do as much damage as I feared it would. I was expecting all of us to be down on our luck there, but that wasn't too bad. Okay, maybe now's a good time for some juggle core. Now, the last time I tried to do this, I did not do it very well, so let's see if I can do it a little better here. We have to use Valere's body like a baseball bat? And, okay, I'm still terrible at it. Good to know. Well, we're not gonna use that move again. My timing is just too bad. I'm not a baseball player, clearly, and neither is Valere. Right, instead, what we're gonna do is we are going to take a break and eat some caramel corn. Buisse roulette. Now she's a bunch of bushes? How do I know which bush is the real bush? I guess buisse is, bush en français? Regardless, I think luck was on my side there. The second one I hit was her, so we'll take it. I don't know about you guys, but all the bushes really looked the same. I didn't see anything that differentiated them at all, so there must be something, but I didn't notice it. I'll have to look more closely next time. I mean, obviously it didn't really matter because we did so good in locating her right away. Here comes another full moon, which looks scary, but if it's anything like last time, isn't too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, we're gonna eat some more caramel corn. And then we're gonna do this. Time for more buisse. Yeah, I really don't know. They really all look the same to me. Huh. And it looks like when we're playing Buisse Roulette, I can't use any of my skills that would multi-target, because that would make this obviously so easy if I could just hit them all at once. Oh, phew, I got her right at the very end. You could see the timer was almost up. And I don't know what happens at the end of Buisse Roulette, but I didn't really want to find out. But I uncovered her just in time. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments section below if you figured out how to solve Buisse Roulette, because they truly all look the same to me, so I'm not sure what I'm missing there, but so far luck has gotten us through, and hopefully luck will continue getting us through. I don't want to speak too soon, because obviously there's still lots of battle to go, presumably. But so far, this doesn't seem to be as bad as the last boss fight. This one's going pretty good, I think. Enough of this. Let's finish it, just you and me. What do you say? Zale, I'm beginning to sense it, the control she has over me. We'll talk later, okay? Please, I need to do this alone. Just end this. Well, are you ready to show me your real fury? I'll show you resolve. Okay, it is now a 1v1 and 2 werewolves jumped out of the bush to, be her cheer squad. Okay. Valir versus her evil twin. Who's gonna come out on top? Oh no, I gotta play Buis Roulette all on my own? Let's just pick and pray. Oh no. Yes, okay, we got Buis Roulette on the very last try again. Thank goodness our luck has been good here today, because I have a feeling that could maybe be bad if we let it, but we're not going to let it. Instead, we're gonna hit her with some major trapeze. We're gonna break all these locks too. Heck yeah! That was an ultimate trapeze combo. That was fantastic. Mole vault. Oh, it's her version of the pole vault, I suppose. She becomes a mole. Wow, this is so cool. You're done. Yeah, you did it! Get out of here, werewolves. I thought this would feel better. Is she really gone? We'll find out soon enough. Time to pay a visit to this puppeteer. Something tells me our ticket will come to us. Hey, Zale? We should check in with the crew. Is your new toy ready? Almost, almost. Just a screw or two. Not so, you dolt. Still plenty to do. Monsieur Tendu. Guard the entrance and delay them as much as possible. A man of few words, that Monsieur Tendu. Pantouf's exhibition will be most prime, the performance of a lifetime, the mother of all stages, a show for the ages. I'm a little scared of what Piff and Poof are making there, and I'm also scared of whatever that is. Yes. Malevolent spectacle awaits. We're getting close to the end game now. It's soon going to be time for us to fight the puppeteer herself. But first, we've got to get back to Horloge. Fardouche, bring us back, will ya? And then he said, pants? What pants? Alright. Here's some more tunes. Looks like the pirate crew are having a good time. And it's a good time for us to get a break, rest, relax, and sort of unpack everything that's happened recently. Valir says, more importantly, I'm sorry for how I acted earlier. I shouldn't have pushed you away like that. I get it, Valir. Facing them, it brought up things we weren't ready to look at. Part of me still wonders if there's truth to what my twin said about me. She made me question a lot too, but I see more clearly after confronting her. We all have parts of ourselves we're not proud of, but maybe the difference is that we care about what they mean and that we're willing to face them. Our twins may be consumed by their darker traits, but we don't have to be. Still, if I'm going to move forward, I need to come to terms with that part of myself. I can't keep fighting it, or worse, hiding from it. Hey, you two faced the worst parts of yourselves and still came back. That says a lot more than anything some evil twins ever could. Excuse me, Valir and Zale? This is for you. Got? Ticket? Talk it. Well, this is it. The main event. How are you feeling? A bit unsure about fighting a dweller without my real powers, but it's not like we have a choice. We should tell them about our idea. I say we save it for later as a surprise. No, that's not fair. You said it was okay to keep surprises secret earlier. Okay, fine. Anyway, Fardouche is probably waiting for us. Ready to go, Artie? Of course! And there we have it, folks. We have now taken down Valir and Zale's evil twins, which has brought back the sun to the town, which is really nice to see. But we've got one final stop. The reason we came into this clock in the first place, it is time for us to take on the puppeteer, the evil twin of our friend, or maybe acquaintance, the Watchmaker. I'm sure the best is yet to come, but thank you all so much for watching today through our journey up to Wolf Rock and taking on the Feral Queen. Hopefully I will see you guys back here soon as we head to the big top.